Hi and welcome to another career. This time we will do a slightly later stage. I don't think it's 1916, I think it actually is 1917. We still fly for the Germans because I wanted to fly a, what is it called, D7, a Fokker D7. So we're going with just a 7 and we are playing as Jurgen Muller. And yes, this is the entire Justa. I think it's probably quite new since no one has actually flown anything. It's no points are allocated, no flight time is allocated. And today is, it's even 1918. Actually, the first day when I was assigned, I didn't get a mission. So I had to wait one more day until I was assigned a line patrol. And to my frustration, I ended up in a Fokker DR1. I'm not particularly fond of this plane because it's not as nimble and doesn't fit my playstyle as well as just I like. But luckily the mission is simple. It's just a offensive patrol over no man's land, and we have a rather strong squadron to fly with. And as usual, it's a very early flight. I always end up in the early flights, and we go straight west, patrol north, and then head back. But usually we have a high concentration of enemy planes to the northwest of our patrol. Just for simplicity's sake, I have the radiators and mixture set to automation. Mostly because I don't think that is the main challenge for me to actually min-max my performance in the plane. And I basically just forgot actually. I had it on the other carrier as well. Alright, our Fokkers are taking off. I don't know, it's the Fokker DR1, that's a Fokker plane as well. Yeah, but at least the D7s are taking off. And we will see that they are actually quite a bit more powerful machine than the DR1, because they speed off and we have a hard time catching up to them. Probably give a bit more rudder input here before I get control of the airplane and manage to take off. Nothing too serious, didn't really feel like I lost control of the plane. The thing with this plane is it wants to fly. It really, really wants to fly. Due to its 3 wings, its lift potential is great. It's not the best climber, I think. Maybe. It's, I don't know, maybe it's good at climbing, but stalls quite easily. At least, the main characteristic of it is, it wants to turn to the left, not to the right, left. I hope it is right, because that's what I'm flying at least. I'm turning to the left, mostly because I think it is either it is the propeller goes to the left and therefore it's easier, or it's because the propeller goes to the right and therefore it's easier to go to the left. I'm unsure on the physics. Over there we have a other friendly patrol, it looks like, going over to scout higher up on the lines. We are back here. Straight in front of us over there are the D7s. But no, wait, they are actually firing on a balloon there. And our D7s picked up on the scent earlier than we did. So, those are obviously not another friendly flight in the area. So let's go greet them. Lift the nose down just a bit. get as much speed as possible. D7's leading the way. And yes, just to make sure, I do have the icons turned on, mostly because it's easier to spot planes and it's easier to find action for recording. After all, it's not, I wouldn't say it's the challenge itself. I'm doing the careers to practice my dogfighting skills more than I do for my navigation and spotting ability. That's for the multiplayer. What we have is a flight of trees up with camels. Quite nimble, good turn fighters. Overall decent plane, I would say. I don't know if they are maybe a bit dated now, since it's 1918. I think they should have better planes at this point, but I think I do believe it's quite evenly matched with the Fokker DR1. As I said, the Fokker DR1 is not one of my favorite planes, and I haven't flown it that much. I think I've had maybe 2 multiplayer sorties with it, so I'm not that comfortable with flying it yet. I don't know its characteristics or how it behaves, except for that it wants to turn to the left, not to the right. So my flying is not perfect yet, of course. I'm a beginner after all. And we're on the tail of Jeffrey Cox. I do believe I go, yeah, diving down to the right, not my forte. So climb back up and do what the Fokker does best. Hit and runs, dive down, left turn. Don't want to rip my wings off. Missed him, bang. Maybe grazed his slow wings a bit there, but nothing serious. And that's just pure luck that I wasn't hit. Or bad luck on his side, rather. Probably put them behind him. It was just more a shot of opportunity than anything else. Frederick Schroeder puts in, and we take the wing off. Scratch one, first kill. I do believe, yeah, the other ones are down, or at least, yeah, one of them is down. I think there is another one in front of us, so we'll speed up a bit here. D7s have spiraled away from the rest of us. Oh, is he in a D7 as well? Yeah, he's in a D7, okay. With the leads up with... No, it's not the lead. The lead probably went down earlier then. That was Lou Butler, who probably was damaged when he did that turn and ripped his wings apart. Well, that was a great first fight for the Asta, or at least for our patrol. We didn't lose anyone, and we brought down 3 camels in quite a short amount of time. My flight lead, which is consisting of the probably, yeah, my flight leader is one in one of the D7s. Is very, very bloodthirsty today and goes after every single balloon he sees. So we try to engage this one. I'm keeping a lookout for more enemy planes. Do we actually get this one? I'm not sure. He's diving on it, letting off a burst bullets. It's still whole. I'm diving down as well. Could probably have opened up a bit here, but decides to abort just because the dive was getting a bit too steep and the speed a bit too high. I actually had my throttle down at 0 and I didn't want to lose my flight. A few minutes later we spot another balloon. Our flight lead once again goes in and puts it, or make it go burst into flames, I would say. Yes. So 1 balloon and 3 planes so far. Few more minutes. Yeah, no, I think actually we have retreated down south. Yeah, we went up north and took down the first balloon, went over to the point, and then we proceeded down south again, so we're now back at one of the early balloons. And that one, it's scratched by me with support of our Fokker lead. Yeah, that's a Fokker DR. No, Fokker D7. Exactly. I want that plane. I really do. It's a wonderful machine. It's actually one of my favorites to fly. I love the Albatross, but D7 is fantastic. On the way back, practice a bit of barrel rolling, just to spend some of the time, and because it's nice to fly. The sun has come up with that. The sun has come up. My frozen cheeks start to warm up, and know I'm coming home to a cup of warm coffee. And it's just a beautiful summer morning. I think it's summer at least. There I fuck up a bit. But at least it lowers our altitude, so we have an easier time to actually get down onto the aerodrome. The airfield signals us that it's clear to land. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing here. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to... I read something... No, I listened to a documentary about the Fokker but I don't think it was the Fokker itself, but general air fights during the First World War. And I think it was a British pilot that was in a flight of 5 or something that come onto the tail of a DR1. And what the DR1 did was he basically gave full rudder and did a 180 turn. Just flip about, and I think he brought down 2 of the planes or something like that, wounding the flight lead as well before he either escaped or was shot down. But that would be an awesome maneuver to actually pull off, if you can do a 180 turn, still fly. I know that it can strafe very good, or no, it's not straight, it's like drifting something. At low speeds you can basically maneuver the plane sideways rather than forward, which is cool. Coming a bit too high here. As I said, this plane wants to fly. There is so much lift in this plane that it's very hard to actually put down onto the field. Doing another pass. I'm running at around 20 to 30% throttle right now, I think. Maybe no, I think I boosted a bit just to not stall out and crash. Careful signals that it's still clear to land. Doing another try on this. Slowing down, going down lower than before. Oh, I think that's one of our teammates, or squadist that actually has landed. That's not something you see every day. Nice and easy, coming in a bit too fast. The plane don't want to go down. Okay, abort. Times the charm, they say. No trouble at all. Coming in, trying to push the plane down. She really doesn't want to land. Touches the ground. And we're up again, doing another try. Like I said, there is so much lift in these wings that I think you basically have to stall out and then fall down onto the landing field. Could probably try that next sortie. The other DR1s don't even try to land, they just circle the airfield until they run out of gas and then they fall down. Well, at least I get some low altitude flying, that's always nice. Okay, trying to cut the engine further out this time. Will we go down? Oh, better approach. I don't want nose over either, that's worse. Okay. Let's do it like this instead. Yeah. Slide landing. Just minor scratches, nothing to worry about. Nothing our mechanics can fix. At least the engine is fine. It's just one of the wings. Nothing a bit of bolt hood can't fix. So, the score screen. I did not get that kill. I only got a balloon. That kill was awarded to Frederick Schröder. Why, I don't know. I guess he shot out his engine before I cut off his wing. Let's see the other flight. I think that's the badge you get for flying your first sortie. So everyone has it. And across second class. I have no idea why I got this. But yeah, I think I have both on my previous one. Yep, 2 points. Lothar got 1. And Fredrik Schöd got 2 planes. And then we had 2 balloons. Yeah, there's Jeffrey Cox. I have no idea who Fredrik Schöd is, but I think he will be one of our ace pilots in the Jasta. Considering he has 2 kills already, and if I don't remember wrong, I think he got another one, a few more on the first day. And here on the second, he's on the second sortie of the day as well, downing 2 spads at 13 and at 7. Belgian, I think. And Hartmut von Treskov was wounded in action. Just minor, he didn't die or anything, just wounded. And the last mission of the day was another patrol, I think. Yes, and Fredrik Schöd is there, bringing down a 4th plane. He is now, I think that's an ace in a day, probably. A Breguet. And then we had Jan Klein, which I haven't flown with, I think, bringing down something else. That's bad. Yes, that's bad. Yes, that was all for today. I'll catch you again on the... Let's see what day it is. Come on. On the 29th of June 1918. Until then, have a nice time and hope you enjoyed this new career, and we'll see you again.